What's up guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Madi and today's video is going to be a review on the new Morphe holiday palette, and it is the Dare to Create 39A palette. It's massive palette. So if you guys are interested in this palette, I'm going to be doing a tutorial, swatches, and a review at the end, so just stick around. But before we get started, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. So without any further ado, let's do this. Okay, so first let's talk about pricing. So Morphe is a very affordable brand and the quality of their products is just out of this world. The normal palette by Morphe is about $22. This is the size of it. I picked up the 35B palette to show you guys. So it comes with 35 shades and the shadows are a little bit bigger than a quarter. So you get a pretty good pan size for your money. And when you take a look at this palette, I was blown away when I saw the size of it. Let me show you the comparison. So this is a regular Morphe palette. This is the size of the 39A. You have this much going on after your normal size. So that's pretty incredible. When I opened it up, I was in absolute shock. I've never actually seen a palette of this size before. So this is just really amazing. And when you open it, it has names for all the shades. I'll show it to you right here. This retails for $32. Once you get after tax, I do think it's about 42 or 43. And I'll show you right here, the pan sizes are about the same as a standard Morphe palette like I just showed you. So you get 40 shades in this palette compared to 35. So you get 5 more shades. It's a little bit more expensive, but these pans are a lot bigger than the standard pan. So this is really worth your money. It's an amazing palette. I have played around with this palette all week because this was just something that I couldn't wait to try. And the shimmers are very tightly pressed and the mattes are very buttery. And everything shows up really well. But I'm just really impressed with the structure and the build of the palette with the price range. So let's just continue on with this video. We've discussed price. Now we're gonna go on to the actual quality and look at the swatches. So yeah. Okay, so those were the swatches, and oh my gosh, my arms are freaking burning right now, but whatever, it's for the video, right? So, as Morphe described, there are 4 stories in this palette. So you have this little quad section right here that are all greens and kind of go with the whole green vibe, so you can kind of mix and match and play with that area. And then it has the blue side, and it really kind of works for whatever eye color you have. So that's what I really liked about this, is that I have green eyes, so I really do like this section up here for the green eyes. This look really makes my eyes pop today. I decided to go this way because I've been kind of playing around with these two all week, and I finally decided to go here, and I actually liked it more than I thought I would. So you have the browns section, and then you have the kind of pinky section, the green, and then the blue, and then you have all of your transition shades in the middle. So I especially love this side. You know what, I love all of them really, but the one thing that I did notice, especially when swatching them, is that some of these shades can get a little chalky. Some are more buttery than others, and some just didn't show up very well. The transition shades didn't show up that well in the swatches, but I promise you they're good in real life. So don't worry about that. Okay, so let's jump into the tutorial. If you guys don't really care to see the tutorial though, I'll have the time right here of where you can skip it and get right to the review. So first, as usual, I'm going to prime and set my lids with the Urban Decay Primer Potion and Eden and my Too Faced Peaches and Cream Setting Powder. And now we're ready to jump into the palette. So I'm mixing Canvas and Define Me to create a unique transition shade, and I'm going to apply this right into my crease with a Morphe M504 brush. Now I'm taking the shade Vivid and applying this right underneath the first transition to give it some dimension and depth.
This shade is a very peachy brown, and it's going to work as the transition on the outer corner to my natural skin tone of my face. And it's also going to begin our blending of peaches within the look. And lastly, I'm blending all of it together with the same M504 brush. Now I'm taking the shade Evolve and applying this to the outer corner to blend up into the shade Vivid. I'm also taking the same shade into the inner corner as we begin to make a halo look. Now I'm taking the shade Vibrant and applying this on top of Evolve, but also closer to the middle of my lid. And I will once again be doing this to both sides of my eye to create that halo effect. It also never hurts to go over your blending with a second blending brush to smooth out any patchiness. Now I'm taking the matte brown shade Mass and layering this on top of Vibrant to deepen up the look, and I'm also taking it into the inner corner as well. One of the last shades here, this is Snatch, and it's one of the most beautiful shades of the palette. I'm taking this and applying this right onto the center of my lid. Lastly, for the eyelid, I'm taking the shimmer shade Spark and applying this over top Snatched just to give it that extra shimmer. For the lower lash line, I'm taking the shade Evolve with a fluffy brush and blending it down lower as we're going to be layering more shades on top of this. Now I'm going on top of that with Vibrant and lastly Mass. For eyeliner, I'm using my NYX Black Liquid Liner to create a wing and then using the NYX Epic Black Mousse Liner to do the rest. For mascara, I'm using a little deluxe sample of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And this is the finished look.
Okay, so that's it for my little testers, and now we're going to jump into the review. So this palette, price-wise, is very, very affordable. You're paying $32 for 40 shades, whereas like for Too Faced, I paid damn near $50 for just 18. So you're getting about like 22 more shades in this palette for like 10 bucks cheaper than a Too Faced. And the quality of both of these brands are just spectacular. So the price range for this is actually very affordable. And the actual size of the palette is affordable. I mean, look at the difference between a Too Faced palette to the Morphe palette. This is why I love this brand. And you can really see that they put a lot of thought into this Dare to Create palette because they actually have names. Like, I love when palettes give names to their shadows, especially because I have a channel and it's really, really easy for me to do tutorials when they have names. But yeah, so the price range is good. The quality is amazing. The range of colors is basically endless. And I think that this is just a really, really amazing palette to own, and especially if you're a collector, because this is like their holiday collection. This is just absolutely amazing. So I do recommend that everybody go out and get the Dare to Create palette, and I would love to see what everybody else comes up with because the possibilities are really just endless with this. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you found it informative. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up or subscribe down below, and I will see you guys for more videos next time. Bye!